Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in this video I want to share with you how I made this crop top or halter top, whatever I call it. And the yarn that I used is 100% cotton, and I'm using a 4mm crochet hook. So let's begin. You want to start off with the number of chain that is going to wrap around your upper rib cage, because that's where I want my top to end, and going all the way back midway, as I'm not going in the middle of the spine, midway, so that we leave an opening behind. And so we are going to start by making a chain. I ended up making a chain of 105. So now let's start making our chain. We're going to skip the first chain. I know it's hard to see with the black yarn, but I chose to use the black yarn because of all the situation going on in the world. Yeah, so I'm going to use I'm going to use double crochet stitches. And if you don't know how to make a double crochet stitch, I have a video on that. I'll leave the link in the description box below. And so we're going to make double crochet all the way, and I'm going to meet you at the end of this row, the end of our row. And I want to show you how I turn. So now chain one, and then we go back in the same stitch, the last stitch, and then we make a double crochet. So I made 5 rows of double crochet, and then I'm going to come back and show you how, and we start to decrease our top. So now I'm at the end of my 5th row, and you want to make sure that you don't forget this last stitch, the one that we make with a chain. So this is how your work should be looking like now. This is what I have so far, 5 rows, and this is how you count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So these are my 5 rows, and now we are going to start working on decreasing our work to form a top. So to decrease, I actually chose to change my stitches to a half double crochet, and I'll tell you why. So you're going to chain 1 to decrease, and then I'm going to skip. Remember, we've been working in this stitch. Now I'm going to skip it and put a half double crochet in the next stitch. So this is basically what we're going to do, and I'm going to meet you at the end of this row when we have 2 stitches left. Now we're at the end of our row, and I've worked all the way across. So at the end of the row, we are going to decrease again, and to decrease again, we are going to skip that second to last stitch, and then we put a half double crochet in that last stitch, one that is difficult to get in, but we have to work in it. So this is where we're going to put our last half double crochet, and now we've increased our first row, row 6. So row 7, we're going to decrease again, but a little bit different from the first row. So chain 1, we've chained our 1. We are going, remember, in the first decrease we skipped the first stitch, but in the second decrease we are going to work in the first stitch, if that makes sense, in the first stitch, and then skip, and then we are going to skip the second stitch, and then work a half double crochet in the third stitch. So this is how we're going to decrease, and then work all the way across all the way across. And oh, one thing that I forgot to tell you, now this goes for the beginners. If you're working in your half double crochet, you see this space here, and then there is sorry, so you see this space here and here. So you don't put your hook in the first hole down there, you know, you put your hook in the upper hole, also in the top of the double crochet. I don't know if I'm making myself clear. So wait a minute. So we have here and here. So when crocheting, we don't put our hook in this space, but we put our hook in the upper space. So don't make that mistake. So now we are going to work all the way across, and then I meet you. We are at the end of our row 7, and we are decreasing again. That is keeping the second to last stitch and working a half double crochet in the last stitch. So this is basically what we're going to do, repeating rows 6 and 7. So now I have completed my first part of the top, and this is what we have. This is what your top should be looking like. I have made 24 rows of half double crochet, yeah, and this is how our top is looking like. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to continue crocheting half double crochet, and make more rows, but this time around I'm not going to decrease. Yeah, I want to make more rows, that is crocheting back and forth until I'm satisfied with how it sits on my collarbone. Then I'll meet you back here. So I'm in the middle of my work and I ran out of yarn, so I want to show you how you can add a new yarn just in case. So we are going to start as we are making a half double crochet, and then we stop when we have 3 loops on our hook. Then I grab my new yarn, and then I yarn my new yarn on the hook. So and then I pull it through, and there I have it. I've just added my new yarn. So then what I love to do is just wait a minute, is go back and tie a little knot at the back, just to be sure that it is really tight. So see that? So you can go ahead and work over your that yarn tail, the tail of the yarn. You see that? Or you can go back and weave in the ends when you've finished crocheting. So I like to work over my yarn like that. See that? This one we will weave it in. So now we are at the end of our top. I'm working on the last row, and I wanted to make this with you to show that you have to work in this last stitch. It's almost not there, but it is there. That is the chain that we made. If you don't work in that, then your stitches will be decreasing in number. So we chain 1. Now we are going to start working on this. So now I'm at the end of our chain. So this is going to be our strap, and don't mind this is how the yarn came. So now I'm going to make an addition of 1 chain, and what we are going to do is we're going to single crochet down this chain. So we are going to skip the first chain and then put a single crochet in the second chain, and then single crochet all the way across the chain. Now I'm at the last chain, and what I'm going to do next is I'm going to single crochet all the way to the end of this row, and again I'll put a single crochet in that first stitch so that my strap will get attached. See that? Now I'm going to work one single crochet in each stitch across until I get to the end of the row, and then from there I continue to make the second strap. 100 chains, I won't be able to put it like to make an X behind. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab my hook just like that, and then lay my top backside facing me, and lay my strap straight, making sure that it's not twisting. And then I'm just going to get my here in the middle of the double crochet that we made in the beginning, and I'm going to just grab my I'll do this with my hand, yeah, and I pull it through, making an X. I grab the other strap and I do the same, pull it through in the middle, starting from the front and then pulling it through in the middle of the first 5 double crochets of row that we made. So now after doing that, you go ahead and put it on your body and see where you'll have to tie. So another option you can do with this, you can make straps that are a little bit shorter, yeah, and you tie them up in the neck, and you make another chain and then you weave it through here, through the back of the top, so that you can tie it around your back. Or you can make the chains longer here from the beginning, like you can make 50 chains, rather 150 chains or 140 chains, depending on how long you want them to be, and then you weave them again in the back of your top. So now here comes the third and last part of this top, and what I'm going to do is the reason why I switched from double crochets to half double crochet is because I wanted to surface crochet on this top. I wanted to write the words I can't breathe, and so doing this I'm going to use a different color of yarn. This is white, and I'm going to switch to a smaller hook that is a 3.5 millimeter hook. First I used a 4 millimeter, now I'm using a 3.5. Into surface crochet, this is so simple. We're going to be using slip stitches. I know I haven't put up a video on how to make slip stitches, but I'm going to show you how. They're so easy to make. So to surface crochet is you want to put your yarn under your surface or under your work that you're going to crochet on, and then get your hook, and I'm going to start from here. Yeah, I want to get the middle like here, and I'm going to insert my hook there, and then I'm going to pull my yarn up. So this is how we surface crochet. So insert the hook in the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert the hook, yarn over, and pull up a loop. See that? This is how we crochet. Let me show you at the back. So I insert my hook from the front, I yarn over from the back, and then I pull my yarn through, insert, yarn over, pull the yarn up, yeah, insert the hook, and I'm going to skip 2 rows here, and I'm going to write it here. So just like we did with the eye, start with a slip knot, slip stitch. And one thing that I forgot to tell you is, after you pull your yarn up, you want to make a little knot just to make your work secure. And yeah, so what we're going to do is start making our C. So my friends, here is our top all done. Guys, I'm just so proud of myself. I love how it came out, how all the words came out. But as I told you earlier, You don't have to add the words. You can skip them and go with your plain top if you don't want to. But as for me, I just felt like I needed to write these words somewhere other than my phone. And yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And please, if you like this video, if you've made yourself your first top, crochet top, please let me know in the comments, and see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Cheers, and take care of yourselves. Bye.